Hello, hello to nobody. Greetings, salutations. We're here. It's Friday, and we're in the dungeon. Let's get a couple of things out of the way right off the bat. Going to show you banner for this upcoming event from his Marine Ministries benefit gala, food pantry and benevolent fund in Arizona City. Jim Westover and his band will be playing February 12th. They're good. Can't say that they aren't. Tickets are $40 and it's semi-formal. All right. I'm probably not going to be in a semi-formal setup myself, but so that's out of the way. Arizona City Car Fanatics are up in Casa Grande tonight. Let's see if I can get that right. They're at 873 North Promenade Parkway in Casa Grande, 7 to 9 p.m. Let me see if I can show you that one. We had one person pop in and bail, so all right. And there's that. And that's tonight. So there you go. Spaghetti dinner. When's the spaghetti dinner? Where is everybody? How come I don't remember this? Got the farmer's market over in Eloy tomorrow, 8 to 12, Main Street Park. And I've got to find, just ignore me. The spaghetti dinner is tomorrow, 5 to 7 at Arizona City Firehouse. Be a good idea to go by early and get your tickets. $10 a plate. It's please pre-purchase. I'll show you that one. Got one. And there's the spaghetti dinner. Spaghetti with meatballs, salad, dessert, garlic bread, bottle of water, all for $10. Just go in and pick it up. So there you go. And that's that. Not really a lot going on. Wanted to talk to you. I'm hoping some people actually show up because we want to discuss the possibility, since Arizona City Days has been canceled again this year. That's 2 in a row. Chamber says it's too expensive, apparently too much trouble. So, won't call it a parade. We'll call it an autocade. Any motorized vehicle. But I'm going to have to see a lot more interest than what I'm seeing right now before I go to the trouble of trying to set this up. There's a little more to organize on this than just saying, well, we're going to do it, including planning a parade route and all that stuff. So I'm going to have to see some interest. And so far, I'm not seeing it. Well, what do you got going, guys? I'm trying to catch up here on some stuff, a little housekeeping while I'm talking. So, need your comments. Need you to tell me what you're thinking. I'm hoping there's actually somebody out there watching this. Put up a post about the reconstruction on Truckle Road and Peters Road beginning on Monday, the 17th. And those roads will be closed until my birthday. Isn't that exciting? Okay. So, and for anybody that's interested, if you know somebody that would be interested in what we're going to talk about tonight, and they're not on Facebook, I also have a QRAZ radio over on YouTube, and they can go over there and see the same thing there. Hi, Rhea. Yes, Linda's right. Tumblebeans is having another bonfire tomorrow night. Same time, same channel. Hot chocolate and s'mores. I don't know if there'll be anything else going on there or not, but Rhea went last week, I think. Maybe she could tell us something. Because I don't know. Says we got 5 people. Come on, guys. Somebody talk to me about the idea in this parade. Who will participate? I don't want to go through all this to have 5 vehicles show up. I took the condom off the mic tonight. Maybe I should put it back on. I'm hearing a little sibilance in my voice, so maybe I'll stick that condom back on there. Listen to the noise. There. That might help a little. I don't know. But don't everybody jump in at once and start talking. If you've actually got something you want to say and you want to discuss, I'll send you an invite to come in here and be on screen with me. Polly, you made it. Always good when you show up. I think Rhea was partying that night. And I don't know. So, like I said, if somebody actually is watching this and wants to come on and talk, I'll sure send you an invite or I'll take a phone call. Tanya? If we do one, it'll be the 26th. We haven't decided we're going to do it. I'm not seeing a whole lot of reactions. I did a couple of community announcements to start with, so you haven't really missed anything unless you want to go back and see the couple of little things I talked about. The car show fanatics that are in Casa Grande tonight. Spaghetti dinner tomorrow night. The fire and s'mores and hot chocolate tomorrow night at Tumblebeans. And his Marine Ministries is doing a benefit thing. All covered earlier, and flyers were posted and stuff. So if anybody wants to talk and you don't want to be on camera, I think I'm set up to take a phone call. 520-373-07 The hell's my phone number? 23073, I think. There, 520-373-0783. If you want to call in, I think I can make that work. So we'll discuss the parade. We'll discuss who wants to volunteer to help and some things like that. Because there'll be some organizational needs. There'll be people doing a little bit of traffic direction if we set this up and we're trying to get everybody lined up. I'm not making a decision tonight. I am going to say that so far I haven't seen enough enthusiasm, but we'll talk about it again tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. at Tumblebeans. There'll be coffee with Dale. Yeah, Dale might even show up this time since he completely blanked last week. But we'll discuss it there, and then I'll make a decision whether I'm going to jump on this bandwagon or not. Having done this before a couple of times, I said I wouldn't do it again without some kind of sponsorship and help, and so far I'm not seeing that. So I'm sitting here waiting for feedback from you all. You can call me. You can come on the show. Do whatever. I've got the radio station monitor playing in the background. Are you guys hearing that music? Do I need to turn it down more? Sunday morning coffee. So, yeah. You know, this retirement thing, days start being too meaningful. But we're here. We got a handful of people, and so, but nobody's jumping in. Yeah, this retirement thing, I completely lose track of days and sometimes hours. Yes, I know it's a nasty habit, and I've got it, and I'm keeping it. Maybe not. Anyway, had a little fun this week. I've got a friend back in Kansas City that is starting to get into streaming, and he was using Melon app, which I've tried, and he brought me in for a little private chat, and then I told him about the program I use, which is StreamYard. And so one night we talked about 2 hours, and then yesterday we went in on StreamYard, and he went live on his page, and we talked for a while. Gave him a couple of pointers. Typing as fast as you can. Okay. That's interesting. Anyway, so we're open to feedback. See what's going on here. I'm going to mute this so we can see what's happening. Always drives me nuts because I get a delay. All right. We haven't got that far, Bob. We'll probably do some staging up around Tumblebeans, and I'm pretty sure Brian would be open to having vendors there. We'll either stage in the parking lot or the street behind. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm doing housekeeping and experimenting, so bear with me. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. And that's a scary thought. Well, got to remember to mute these things. All right. So we got 5 people in here. And 0 over on YouTube, which is normal. I don't focus much on YouTube, so. But if you got ideas, suggestions, questions, you can come in here or you can give us a call. We'll put you on the air. Phone number scrolling across the bottom of the screen, 520-373-0783. We did get some interest expressed from the Moose Lodge and the Moose Riders, which would be cool. But since I haven't firmed anything up, I would really like it if a bunch of you could show up Sunday morning at 8 and we could actually talk in person. But this is a good place for us to gauge and see what's going on. And of course, this video will be up, so anybody that wants to watch it later can, and they can put comments on it. So I will be watching that to see what's said. So, Polly, you don't have to work Sunday? Okay. I know there's a delay. Nope. That's good. You get a day off. I think you deserve one. Every month or two, you should get a day off. Oh, made some changes out here in the dungeon. Lighting's a little different. Boy, is this a shoestring makeshift setup here. And I played with some of my mic settings, so I'm hoping you can hear me. See those flashing lights? That's the radio station playing. Right now, it's playing Connie Francis. So, like I said, I've got about 1,200 songs dating from, actually more than that, but dating from 54 to 84. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate it. So, we'll see what's going to happen. But apparently, we've got a few people in here that's interested. We can get Rhea in her tricked out golf cart to show up for a parade. Give her a hard time. So, take that off there. Come on, guys. Feed me some questions or information or whatever. And I think, Bob, that's a great idea about the vendors. We'll have to talk to Brian about that. We'll catch him on Sunday. I think that'd be wonderful. Again, this is a short notice thing because that's only about 5 or 6 weeks away. But there's nothing says we can't do it. We ought to be able to make it work. In case you hadn't noticed, I got a haircut. Got them all cut, not just one. Next is trim up the beard. Probably get rid of the sides and go with just the goatee again. I know you guys are thrilled about that. Really interesting stuff. Polly, you're so helpful. You know, woodchucks can't actually chuck wood, right? But they taste pretty good if you slow cook them. Parboil them first, get the fat out. Just what you wanted to hear, right? They're a little tough, so the reason you parboil them first. So, should be, Tanya, it should be around 70 degrees in February. That's the nice thing about it. February weather here, and if it's not raining, can be pretty good. It's been pretty good for January. This is a guy that comes from a place that's sitting in the teens right now, so we'll take 60s and 70s. Anything that's legal on the road, we're not going to be a sanctioned parade. We'll be obeying all traffic laws, stopping at stop signs, signaling our turns, and of course, we'll be running with headlights on and flashers going. Somebody will be at the front, somebody at the back. That will be kind of part of the organization part. And the one we did Memorial Day, we had a lot of classic cars that showed up. That was nice. Well, we got one, maybe two that we'd have to hit. I don't think I'll be as enthusiastic on the route. That route we did for Veterans Day would it was 5 miles, and I think that was a bit much. So we'll work up a new route. Got one in mind that it'll only be about 2 or 3 miles, but it'll be a nice little run, and people will be able to see us. Tanya, you going to make it for Sunday morning coffee with us? Madeline said she would have liked to have been here tonight, but she had prior commitments, but she will be there Sunday. I think it's because she knows I got a care package with baklava in it, and she is expecting me to bring her some. I figured if I don't bring it to her, she's going to hurt me. So if there's any left, good stuff. It was shipped to me out of Texas, so I keep wondering if we could get away with the race cars. That would be so nice to have them in the parade. Sandwich and a bunch of other legal cars, and maybe we'll get away with it. I don't know. What do you think, Joey? Think we could get away with it? We'll tell them it's a float. How's that? Oh, I'm sorry, Polly. There's not enough for everybody. I feel bad about that. I'm eating this stuff. course, she'll get a care package return, so. That's right. We will be respectful, follow the laws. When I was first officer for the motorcycle riding club back home, that's one of the things I had to drill into people anytime we did a group ride, because we did open rides with the people from other clubs and other organizations, and we did it legal. We obeyed the speed limit. We did a staggered ride. We stopped at stop signs unless we were on a sanctioned charity ride. Then we'll put riders out to block and hold traffic while we make corners at stop signs and stuff. And it always worked out well. Had very little trouble with people. In fact, we had no trouble with the outside people. Once had to have a little talk with one group that thought since they were on a group ride, they didn't have to obey traffic laws. And I had to explain to them that if they were going to ride with us, they did. So I'm going to get my buddy back there that, since I was first officer for 699, he was 603, 602 first officer, and we were neighboring chapters of the club. So we did a lot of charity rides together and a lot of group rides together. We had a lot of fun. He stepped down as first officer on his chapter, and I stepped down as first officer on our chapter when we moved out here, and both chapters are gone now. So, and I can tell you from experience that anytime you try to organize something, you got 100 people wanting it and then 2 willing to work on it. So if we can get, there's enough people right here to get this going. And if the Moose Riders come in and join in, and I know there's a few others that would join in. There's a veterans group in Casa Grande that I'm pretty sure would send at least a couple of honor guard representatives to ride with us. There's one church I'm pretty sure would send a small float. So we just, it's a little more promising than I was thinking it was going to be. We'll see. We hope it goes well. Guys, I really didn't have much tonight. I wanted to gauge feelings. Got a few people in, 5. We got 5 in, but I never get a lot during the live part. The viewing goes up after. And maybe I'll just mention this since I'm sitting here trying to fill airtime. Our normal viewership is not normal. I mean, I never know whether I'm going to have 50, 60 people that view one of these videos or if I'm going to have 1,000. Now, I'll admit that we have only hit 1,000 a couple of times, and those were special things. But parade in February. You know, the small town I was in, after I retired once and decided I got bored and went back into business again, that it was a town of 1,200, and it was an incorporated city, unlike here, but the surrounding area made it comparable. You want to talk parades? They had a parade probably 5 times a year. They had Christmas and 4th of July and Halloween. And they were always full. There was always a bunch of people involved. There were floats made and homecoming parades, and it was interesting. If you had a business on the street, it sure messed up your traffic flow. St. Patrick's Day. Are you going to do a parade for St. Patrick's Day, Linda? I got my hat up here. I'm not putting it on. Well, if we were a permitted parade, but I'm going to call this an autocade. We're just going to be a spontaneous group. So we have a right to gather and we have a right to do this. There will be no organization in charge or fronting the thing. It'll just be all volunteer. So really hoping we could pull something off. I haven't, like I said, haven't made a decision. When I decide to jump, I'll jump with both feet. But we'll talk more on Sunday morning. There'll be a few people there that aren't here. So it'll be interesting. I've babbled for a little over 30 minutes now. Haven't said anything. If you missed the announcement for any of the community events going on this week or coming up, go back, watch it from the beginning, because I filled in the beginning and I put the flyers on the screen and stuff. So, and have your friends watch it. Like I said, we're on here. It's open public. Anybody can come in and watch this. It's over on YouTube and QRAZ Radio on YouTube, which I don't really push. But if you got somebody that's not on Facebook that would like to see what's going on, send them over there. QRAZ Radio. In fact, the chat, the link for the YouTube chat, I'm going to put it right here. So you can send them to that link and they'll see it. That's just posted the link in the chat windows. So I think I'm going to wind down here. If I'm playing with the idea of opening up and maybe doing a Wednesday evening thing. If I've got people that have topics they want to discuss or something, I'll bring them on and we'll do discussion of topics. If you have something coming up you want to talk about, contact me. Let me know. You can get a hold of me. The easiest way would be qrazradio@gmail.com. This phone number is only active while I'm on air, so don't waste your time calling it. It's an unmonitored phone. The only time it's active is when I'm on here. So, okay, guys. I'm glad to see so many showed up. I hope to see some of you Sunday morning. We're usually there 8 to 9, 8 to 9:30, something like that, hour and a half. There's no agenda. We're sitting there drinking coffee and chatting. So come see us Sunday at Tumblebeans. And I'm going to wind this up and get out of here. You all have a good night. If you've got further comments and stuff, feel free to post them on this video. Let me know. We'll talk at you later. And if you missed anything, go back, watch it from the beginning. Good night, y'all.